Hello and welcome to the Blackout Podcast, where I get to talk to amazing people who do amazing things. And today I have community builder, and you used to work at a gaming company before, which is pretty cool. Thauana, thanks for coming to the podcast today.
Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, so first off, I have to say, so Brazil is one country I really hope to go at some point, and that's where you're from. What was it like for you growing up in Brazil?
Brazil is a very rich country culturally, and I'm very proud of being Brazilian and growing up in such a colorful culture. It is a dangerous country. There are many social issues, like many places. All places have different social issues, so Brazil is one of them. But apart from that, I think growing up in Brazil gives us the opportunity to just learn about different colors, different flavors, different people, different realities. And that's really nice.
What are some do you want to share about some of that richness of the culture from Brazil?
I'm very connected to Brazilian music. Brazilian music is my passion. And my dad always we didn't really have a lot of TV channel options. I remember when I was a kid, but he had a really huge discography. I feel like Brazilian music was always with me when I was growing up. So definitely, if you want to learn about Brazil in a very easy way and chill way, listen to Brazilian music, like really classic Brazilian music or Afro-Brazilian music is really cool and tells a lot about Brazilian history and culture.
Do you want to share some names of artists that you can recall from back then?
There are so many, but I love a state called Bahia. I'm from Paraíba, which is the northeast part of Brazil. There are many artists from that region, the northeast part of Brazil. But one of my favorite artists are Gilberto Gil, Caetano Veloso. What else? There are so many Brazilian artists that I could name here. Some new ones that I really love. Do the Beat is a very nice artist. I love Chico Sainz as well from Recife. So I'm very connected to the roots of Brazilian music. That's how I grow up and how I express myself even nowadays.
Did you leave Brazil? How old were you when you first left Brazil?
When I first left Brazil, I was 19 years old. I lived in England for a while. And then I also did, I had a period during my university. I studied in Lisbon and worked in Poland. So I was very young at that time. But then I left Brazil in 2015 for good, kind of. So since 2015.
So what did you do in the UK and Lisbon, Portugal? Yeah.
It was just like university
Oh, okay.
times, scholarships and opportunities.
What did you study?
International relations.
Explains all the traveling and stuff.
Yes.
And Brazil speaks Portuguese, right?
Portuguese, yeah. I mean, it's the national language, but there are probably, I don't even know how many indigenous languages in Brazil that we have to recognize that. We don't learn them, but
wow.
There are tons of
Holy
languages
shit,
in
I didn't
Brazil.
know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know. So, do you speak any except Portuguese?
I speak Brazilian languages. I only speak Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese.
Wait. There's a difference?
It's
from
not
Portugal and...
We can understand each other. It's just a matter of accent. The accent is
okay.
very different, and some words are different as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Huh. So, why did you decide to study international relations?
It was my dad as well. My dad influenced me a lot. He's a politician. He always worked with people and like social causes, and he always, like I said, influenced me through music and books as well. So when I was younger, I read some books about international relations that he had.
2015, you moved. Which country did you move to?
So I went to China.
Why China? That's
Yeah,
like so far though. How
yes,
long?
far
Actually, I gotta
away.
ask. How long is it? Like, how do you from Brazil? How do you fly to China? Did
There
you
are
have to?
so many options. You
Oh,
can
okay.
go through the Middle East, you can go through Europe, you can go through even Canada,
Oh, which one
US.
did you? Which route did you go?
I did Europe already, US. I think I did Europe and US
How long
mostly.
is that flight? That's gonna be like hours and hours.
Yeah, you have to stop. Even there is also an option through some African countries. Yeah, so you have to take a flight from a big city in Brazil. There are few, then to another major city in one of these continents, and then Shanghai or Beijing or wherever
Which
you.
city did you fly to?
Usually Shanghai, because I used to live in Hangzhou, which is like very close to Shanghai.
Did you speak any Chinese?
A little bit, yeah. I studied Chinese for a year, and I worked with
You
Chinese
have
people a
so
lot.
many layers to you. It's like so eclectic. I like it. So
Eclectic.
China, but why China though?
I wanted to try something different, like coming from an international relations background and having all that information exposed to me just made me realize, oh my God, I don't know anything about the world unless I go there and see. So I
Ah,
was in Europe, Brazil, South America, been to the US before, and I wanted to see the other side of the world. We learned that in school, like they are innovative, they are growing culturally relevant. There are so many things like food-wise, music-wise, I cannot even
how long were you in China for?
5 years.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
wow, that's a long time.
That was a long
Was
part
it
of my life.
easy, like navigating there with not much knowledge of the language?
Honestly, not. I always say this to people, foreigners, usually, especially people that go there through studies, will have a lot of support when they go there
Oh,
from the universities. The universities are really well prepared to receive students, international students. Yeah, it's a whole big world of international studies in China. They receive tons of international study students every year. So,
but you didn't go to study though.
sorry.
But you didn't go to China to
I
study.
did
Oh, oh, okay.
my first idea of going to China was basically just to study for 6 months. Then I
Okay.
extended, got a scholarship, and things started working out for me there.
Mm.
And it was at that time in my life, it was a good option for me for my career.
And how was the experience of living in China for you?
As a Brazilian, really interesting. A lot of similarities, a lot of things, obviously so unique and different from anywhere you could compare to. But it's colorful again, culturally relevant, innovative in so many levels, digitalized. Everything you just need your phone to live your life.
Right.
I
Yeah.
mean, your
What is
phone is
that app?
even more important than your wallet. Like your wallet means nothing. Your phone is everything.
Yeah. What is that app called?
WeChat?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Apparently, it does all the things.
all the things. You only need WeChat and Jifubao Alipay, which is another app.
Oh.
Um, and you can it's your life. It's your identity, basically.
And that was when you were working in the game company?
So the gaming company was a very brief opportunity, actually, through my university when I was doing my master's degree in China. So I got this internship at a gaming company. It was really interesting to see how games are created and seeing like how they expand like really fast to different markets. Like in Brazil, I remember we had 2 million users.
Wow.
So that's why I was working in the company, because I was dealing with the Latin American market.
What would your day-to-day in that position involve?
I would do a lot of customer service, so deal with clients, talk with clients, engage with the community of players, create different little events in the game as well, so that they could get more coins. Even like help them to localize the game content, so the names of the characters, focusing on the Brazilian market. So they wanted all my inputs. They wanted
That must have been a wonderful experience.
yeah, exactly.
Holy shit. So what was the, I guess, the motivation to leave China? Did you move from China to Canada?
Yeah, so the motivation was basically COVID.
Oh my God, yes.
Honestly, yeah, I had my job there and I was working from here, home through a home office position, and I was expecting to actually go back, but the borders started to, postpone the opening, always postponing. Then, and my visa here was expiring. So I said, okay, I'm going to start the immigration process to Canada.
move?
Yeah.
You just came to visit?
I came as a family visitor, yeah.
Oh, okay. And how was that process to like switch your...
It was really hard. Like last week, I actually got my confirmation of permanent residency.
Holy
but
shit!
It's like after 3 years.
Yeah.
So it's really hard.
Oh my God. Oh my God. What's the process? So when you decided, okay, cool, I want to switch to permanent residency.
Honestly, I just wanted to work. I came to Canada and I didn't know anything about this immigration market that exists here. Like it's a huge market. Like people are making money.
Wait, that's what I'm saying. When you say market, I'm like, what do you mean by market?
Like it's an industry almost. Like
holy shit.
I mean, like there are so many companies dealing with immigration. It's like people are professionalized in this area here.
Okay,
and I had no idea. I had no idea because
this is news to me.
Yeah, and then I came here and everyone started talking about it. Everyone was like, so what are you going to do? What's your pros? And I was like, I came as a family visitor. But I guess I should start looking at options. And then I realized that there were options for me to stay and work here. So I said, okay, so I will go for this for the work experience. It will be good for me. It will be good for my career. And then I realized how hard was it to get just the work permit. So just to give you an idea, I got the work permit last year in December, end of November. I started working officially here in an organization in Canada in January. So like, yeah, I didn't really, most of my time, I was actually just working from home with Brazil and China, but while I was waiting for my work permit. And it was kind of hard not to participate in the economy, kind of, you know what I mean? But thank God I built things before coming here, so I could just like work from home with the things I built in China and in Brazil as well.
And okay, so you got the thing last year. What is the job?
Now I'm working as a coordinator at YWCA Halifax.
What does that involve?
Our organization exists to help women and girls and gender diverse folks to navigate the system, make sure that they participate in the society in a more equal way. So we have different kinds of programs, we have different kinds of initiatives. My program is the entrepreneurship programs. So we have the educational side of the program. We also have the mentorships. We have consulting, and we are creating a micro loan as well through the entrepreneurship program. So our hope is that more women and gender diverse folks can access valuable information in entrepreneurship, and they can start up and actually grow and survive through what they're doing and thrive even.
And in the time you've worked in that position, do you see a lot of women entrepreneurs interested in like starting their own thing?
There are a lot of people there are so many amazing programs around Halifax as well, different organizations doing similar things with a different target, obviously. Our hub nowadays has around 60 women entrepreneurs, and we are always growing. So now I just started a new cohort this week with 3 new entrepreneurs. Yeah, so it's growing slowly, but there are many people interested because honestly, I don't see why people wouldn't be interested. It's like mostly free resources for people and free opportunities, free information. In a country like Canada, which is a very expensive country, even like to go to university here, you have to pay. So I don't see why people wouldn't get more interested after we invest more in different strategies.
Wow. And what are some of the businesses that you've seen the participants of the program start?
Most people want to start food businesses, which I love. I think it's something that a city like Halifax really needs to invest more in initiatives, in solutions for these kinds of businesses even. I see them struggling a lot as well to start their food businesses because of the regulations, certifications, and all the processes.
Wait. Okay, see, I just want to go to the restaurant and I eat, but I didn't even think of that. Yeah, because they have to make sure the food is healthy enough and all that stuff. So you have to get all these licenses just to start. And by food business, I'm just thinking restaurants. Are there other things that they do that are still in that realm?
Yeah, like usually food businesses, fashion, health and wellness, we have as well. We have beauty oriented businesses. So there is a variety, but what I see people excited about is like, especially newcomers, they would connect more to us to help them to open their food businesses and bring their different styles of food to Halifax, which I think it's cool.
I agree. I agree. I love trying things. Sometimes, but and then so I guess in your position, how does it work? Say I'm not a woman, but a woman, a female identifying person says I have this business, and then they come to the
YWCA.
Oh God, I did it. YWCA. What happens?
Yeah, so there is an application process. There is obviously a full application that you have to fulfill. We will interview you just like to understand what's your idea about, and just to make sure that you understand the details about the program because it's a 10 weeks intensive course.
Oh, there's a training component.
Yeah, there is a training component first, and then after that you enter the hub. And there are different kinds of activities and things that we organize throughout the year.
What would the 10 weeks, what type of training happens in the 10 weeks?
We have all kinds of topics. We cover marketing, technology, business
I need so much
planning.
marketing training. Oh my God. I think most entrepreneurs is marketing that they fail in.
Communication, right? Like I feel like the idea, and I talk a lot about this, I feel like how are you going to connect with who you want to connect?
Mm.
Well, people need to understand your why, right? People need to understand and connect to that, and they need to understand how will they purchase or connect to you, and that should be clear. On the internet, on internet channels, or if you are in a market, in the marketplace. And by marketplace I mean so many things. So how are you connect with people in the marketplace, online or offline?
Wow. Okay, so they're done with the 10 weeks, they enter the hub, then what?
Yes, and then we have networking events. We also organize markets,
Where
opportunities
they can.
offline. So sometimes we sponsor market tables, booths for them to just showcase their work. We also help them with process, like understanding the processes. So I want to grow and I need new strategies. So we connect them with certain kinds of organizations that can help them go to the next level. Yeah. So basically help them navigate the system in entrepreneurship.
And the micro loan, you want to talk a bit more about that?
It's a very we still didn't launch, so I feel
Oh,
like
okay.
the next time you invite me,
Right. By
I
then
will
it'll be
have more
live.
information.
Okay,
But
cool.
for now, this is very fresh, and it's important that people recognize that there are many challenges in entrepreneurship, and the biggest challenge is financing, is funding.
Money.
Get funding, right? So that's why the microloan was a solution that we had to create.
No, that's great. And how long you've been working there? Almost a year now.
Yeah, it's not even a year, but I've been working with these kind of programs since 2018. I started in China. I co-founded a community for women entrepreneurs there.
Okay,
And
you're not just gonna say that in passing. Talk about the community. What
yeah,
like?
it's still in China. Yeah, we have an office in Hangzhou. I'm not part of the team actively anymore because I have my job here and other things going on. But I love my group there. They are still thriving, organizing. We have more than 2,000 women connected to us,
Holy
and
smokes.
we're very active on WeChat. We have 2 big community groups on WeChat with 500 people each.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to start it?
Because we were women in business, me and my some other people I knew. Actually, Daniela, she invited me to co-found with her because we were the only women at the table in different events, and we were like, what is happening? We need to, engage with other women in business in China, and we want to learn from Chinese women in business as well. We noticed that we were the only ones, and we were like, where are the women in business? So that was the motivation, basically.
Wow. That is amazing. Okay, so you do all these things. Like, are there any things you do for fun?
Oh, a lot of no, basically DJing is my DJing and playing samba with Samba Nova.
Okay, Samba Nova, is that a
here in
group?
Halifax.
Oh, wow. Okay, so music has been this thread that has been through your life, from your dad introducing you to all these amazing Brazilian musicians, to the music you loved in China, to the music you've enjoyed all over the world, and now you're a DJ. When did you decide to be a DJ? How do you decide what songs to play?
Halifax brought me to that life, honestly. So when people ask me, what do you like about Halifax? I feel like Halifax really connected me with who I really was when I was like younger in Brazil. And people really encouraged me to like show what I know about like music. So people in Halifax just started encouraging me, like, yeah, bring that, I like that. Put your music. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start learning. So I started learning online with a free software. And then my friend Jamie Ling, which I say Jamie Lynn was my gold sponsor, my first sponsor. She helped me with the gear, so I started learning with the gear, and then my other friend Maddie said she wanted to start DJing, and we started this music and art collective together with Sally as well.
What is the collective called?
Pourquoi pas? It's
That's French,
French.
yeah.
Why not?
Yeah,
Why not?
pourquoi pas? Why not?
Why not?
Okay, so how does that work? All three of you DJ together at the same time, like, different times, or?
We've been collaborating. Me and Maddie mostly play together, but we are also exploring like our own individualities as well. Next, maybe we will start DJing. Like each one will have their own set. We're just starting and having fun and having a lot of support from our friends and the community.
What is your typical set like, and do you have a DJ name?
My name is Thauana.
That's it. You just use your
Thauana.
name.
Thau. Yeah.
Okay. That is cool. I like.
Yeah.
Right. And what's a typical Thauana set like?
Brazilian groove, Brazilian boogie, bring me Afro-Brazilian music, carnival music,
Okay.
Brazilian funk.
You need to share your playlist with me because, man, I love music. I'm always looking for new songs. And I remember, so my Child of, is it Child of God?
Oh, the City of God.
Is Brazilian,
Yeah.
right? There's some amazing songs in that film.
I know, yeah.
So, I knew that, okay, I would love Brazilian music. So there's so many songs in that film. It's like, it's a really, really powerful but dark film.
Yeah.
But the music that was in that film was so, wow, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then I remember, there's this app before, like, some phones can do it. You have Shazam. Do you know this app?
Yeah.
Shazam the song. Oh, there's like, I can't say the words, but I love the song. So please, you gotta share some of your playlists with
You
me.
have to invite me just so we can talk about Brazilian music.
Yeah. Okay. So there is, like I said, the more you talk about yourself, there's these different layers to you. There's the international person, there's the business person, there's the musician, there's the DJ, all these things. How do you put all these things together and make it all work?
Honestly, entrepreneurship puts everything together. I would say entrepreneurship gives me a lot of room to be creative, innovate. Everything in entrepreneurship, like all the topics, everything that you need to know is good information for all kinds of professions and everything that you want to do in life, basically. So I think entrepreneurship is what holds everything together. And I try to bring this creative, very creative mindsets to entrepreneurship, which people don't really like to do because entrepreneurship is often seen as a, white, male, serious. And honestly, I never wanted it to be like that. It's not me. It's not what I want to do. I want to be more, dynamic. I want to have different colors. I want to, this is important for me, different flavors, different mindsets. This is innovation. Every person, if you study about innovation, it's all about that. It's all about being diverse, bringing different inputs so that you created a new solution for a specific problem.
Wow. Okay, last one though. I want to start a business. What are some things I should know or prepare myself for?
You need an idea, but the idea is not enough. You need to do a lot of market research. So look into real data that will back up your idea. So there's a lot of study that you have to really sit down and research about what the industry that you want to enter. A lot of networking. So go in the marketplace and talk to people that are doing what you want to do or doing something related to what you want to create. Talk, ask a lot of questions. This is like the first 10 weeks of my program.
Right.
Research, create your business plan, see if it's actually doable, see if it's actually attainable. We talk about SMART goals. Is it attainable? Is it time oriented? Do you have the resources to perform that? Do you have the skills to perform that? So it's, I feel like the first step is understanding if you actually can perform that, create that. If not, what are the ways that I can make sure that I can perform that? What people should I connect to? How much money will I need? So it's a little bit of having a strategic thinking.
Wow. Thauana, it's fun talking to you, and definitely I have to have you back because I love music, and maybe even play a DJ set, maybe.
Me too. Oh my God.
Thank you so much for coming today.
Oh, thank you. It was an honor for me.